Ever since Ip Man defeated the Japanese soldiers in their own camp, he had vanished without a trace. Determined to find him for another match, Miura sent Sato to track him down. One day, while Ip Man was playing hide-and-seek with his son, he suddenly saw Sato pointing a gun at the boy. Shocked, he rushed forward and shielded his child without hesitation. Then Sato caught sight of Ip Man's wife, and his lecherous intentions kicked in as he started heading upstairs. Ip Man saw what was happening and had no choice but to act. Without a word, he stepped forward, grabbed Sato with one swift move, and delivered a brutal beating. In just a few strikes, Sato tried to pull his gun, but Ip Man spun around and knocked him out cold with a sharp chop to the neck. That was it. Ip Man had now completely offended the Japanese forces. Li Jiao quickly offered to hide Ip Man and his family at his own place, insisting that the most dangerous place was often the safest. Not long after, Li Jiao rushed in with news. Jin Shan had ratted him out to the Japanese, telling them he was teaching martial arts at the cotton mill. He urged Ip Man to stay indoors at all costs before hurrying away again. Meanwhile, Zhou Qingchuan was being tortured by Sato for information. I need to do something, Ip Man thought. Right then he appeared, hands raised in surrender, asking the Japanese to spare the workers. But before he could get many words out, a soldier smashed him to the ground with a rifle butt. Sato, still holding a grudge from the last beating, seized the chance to take revenge. He even aimed his gun ready to kill him on the spot. Just as he was about to pull the trigger, Miura stepped in and stopped him. Miura declared that from the moment Ip Man defied them, he was already a dead man. However, he admitted he admired Ip Man's kung fu and was willing to give him one last chance. Teach Chinese martial arts to the Japanese. Ip Man, with calm defiance, refused flat out. He wouldn't teach the Japanese. Then he challenged Miura to a duel. This only piqued Miura's interest. He arranged a public match determined to defeat Ip Man in front of everyone and prove Japanese martial arts superior to Chinese kung fu. To ensure fairness, Miura even brought food to Ip Man himself. But when Ip Man refused his gesture, Miura grew visibly annoyed and left without another word. No sooner had he stepped out than Sato walked in. He threatened Ip Man, telling him that in tomorrow's match, losing was his only option. Win, and he'd be shot on the spot. Ip Man simply gave him a faint, mocking smile.